This is David Britt. Wanted to introduce you today to the Charleston Southern Online Library. This is a tool that you will be able to use in your research to find peer-reviewed articles that will support your opinions in your written papers as you go forward. I wanted to give you some tips today on how to use the library, how to narrow down different ideas, different sources, to be able to find them quickly, effectively, and efficiently. I wanted to use the servant leadership course that we have in our master's program today just as an example on how to find those peer-reviewed articles on servant leadership. So you will find this website here at Charleston Southern csuniv.edu/library. Or in many of your classes, what you will find is there will be a link to the Charleston Southern Library that will bring you right to this page. So the first thing that you'll see here is a search box, and it gives you different ways to search for items. But if you wanted to have a very, very broad search, I would encourage you just to use Discover here. And as I mentioned, we're going to use the term today, servant leadership, to search for those articles. And you'll see here at the top, it already gives you a bunch of servant leadership articles. But in order to have full access to this, you will have to log in using your student ID and other pieces of information. So I went ahead and clicked on this today, and since I've already logged in, it's already defaulted today to me, so I've already given my credentials earlier. What this would do for you, if it's the first time that you've logged in, you'll go to a splash screen and it will be very clear on how to input the information to give you access into this course. And so what you will see here are several different articles on servant leadership. And one of the key things that you will see as you go forward is, for example, this second source that they have here gives you a PDF full text option. So if you click on that, what it will do is open up that research article and give you the entire text as a PDF. Now, one of the things that I always encourage students to do is if you find a really good source that you believe will be able to pay dividends not only on what you're currently searching for, but perhaps in the future, I would encourage you to save it. And so depending on what type of browser you're using, I use Safari because I'm with a Mac. You'll be able to save these PDFs, and I would encourage you to save them and to put them into to file folders on the cloud or whatever computer that you have. So that way you'll be able to find them again in the future. So you'll see that this article is Servant Leadership and Ethics. And you'll be able to see who the authors are up here. It gives you the journal that it's from. It gives you the year that the journal article was published. It gives you the volume and the number, the page number, and the DOI number. So all the things that you will need to be able to provide the proper APA formatting for that source is included right here on this paper. Okay? And so the next thing I wanted to do was to show you how you could narrow this search down a bit. If you look over here on the left, you'll see that you have a lot of narrowing ability. So this, the only narrows that we have here, if you will, are it has to be available in print or online from the CSU Online Library or from the library. Well, one of the things that you'll hear me say frequently, and some of your other professors, will be you need to make sure that the articles are peer-reviewed. Now, by that, it simply means that the articles have to be approved by a jury of your peers in order to be published. And so if you click on that narrowing device, it will make sure that every article that pops up will give you the ability to have peer-reviewed articles. So you'll see that there are full text articles as you go all the way down through here as well. You'll notice down here there are multiple pages and different things that you'll be able to check from. Okay? The next type of narrowing that you may want to use on this, let's say that you have a pretty broad topic. Sometimes you'll have different articles that are in different languages. Now, if you look down here, you'll be able to sort those by different language. You can click English, and it will only give you the articles that are peer-reviewed, that are available in print or online from Charleston Southern, and that are written in English, okay? And so, again, that gives you some opportunities to continue to narrow that down. Now, if you wanted to do additional narrowing, remember we're doing servant leadership. Under this second line, you'll be able to add another criteria for narrowing. And so let's say that you wanted to have articles that focused on servant leadership, but were also business related. And so if you type in business, it will do the search for both servant leadership and for business. And so you'll see that now you have 488 results from this, okay? And so let's say as you're looking down through here, you see PDF full text. Well, some of these will say check for full text. So that just simply means that they're not sure if the full text is available, and it certainly isn't available there. So let's do this one, for example, antecedents of servant leadership in a mixed method study. So we'll click on that to check to see if there's a full text article that we can use. So you'll look here and it says view this article in full text from Sage. So Sage is another database that we use. So I'm going ahead and click on that. And there it is. There is the same type of article. It just wasn't available in a PDF form, but now it is available in a PDF form because you've gone to the Sage database. So don't give up if you look on your initial search, for example, and you find very few that say PDF full text. Make sure that you check on these because sometimes the check for full text will give you options and give you different ways to find it. You just have to go a little bit further in your searches for that. Let's say, for example, we wanted to do another narrowing, so we wanted to do servant leadership, and we wanted to talk about Jesus examples of servant leadership. And so you can do that. You can hit servant leadership, Jesus, and you'll see that there are 74 research articles that include servant leadership and Jesus. And so what I would encourage you to do is to play around with this to make sure that as you go through, you are narrowing, expanding, finding articles that make sense. Again, just don't give up if you don't find PDF full text. Go ahead and check for full text as you go through these. There may be options available to you to do that. I would also always encourage you when you go down here on your narrowing to make sure that you always choose scholarly peer-reviewed journals because those are the ones that place the highest value on limiting bias, limiting just personal opinion, and these days fake news that you may find out there. Okay, hope this was helpful for you, and if you have any questions, make sure that you give me a call.